Welcome everyone to our half-hour Pilates class. Chair yoga class. My name is Susan and today is June 9th, just so you wonder what day it is today. All right, so sitting comfortable in your chair. Try to find a nice, fairly sturdy chair with a nice strong back, all right? And whatever chair you can find that's convenient, put it that way as well, all right? So I want you to sit comfortably in your chair. Try to line up the ankles to the knees so your legs can relax. And I'm going to go through the breathing quickly. And we always start the class with a couple of minutes of pranayama. Prana is breath, pranayama is breath control. All right, just to relax, all right, and just to connect with the breath. Now breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. So when you inhale, try to suspend your breath. Just hold your breath for a few seconds and exhale completely. So try to remember that every breath you take the whole time we're together is exactly the same. It's slow, gentle, and controlled, all right? So, comfortable in your chair. I want you to sit back. Just sit back and relax, all right? So for our pranayama today, we're going to sit in our Jnana Mudra. So I'd like you to bring your hand out and I want you to roll in your index finger. So the first joint of the index finger into the joint of the thumb. So it's like a little circle, all right? 3 fingers together, resting comfortably, palms down, resting comfortably on your lap, just like that. All right, so this Jnana Mudra is a method to cultivate inner wisdom and also an excellent way to increase focus, concentration, and relaxation. If you're not interested in doing this mudra, just put your hands on your lap if you'd like, all right? So relax in your chair, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Just breathe, relax those shoulders, close your eyes. And now is the time to drop your day and settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now at this point, I'd like you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So just being aware of your posture. So sit nice and tall, make sure you're comfortable, ankles and knees are lined up. Now before we go any further, I'd like you just to remember to respect how your body feels. If something we do is not going to feel good for you, or if it's going to aggravate a condition or cause you pain, please think about it before you try it. Maybe you can skip it if you'd like, all right? So just honor how your body feels, all right? Just take it easy, all right? So let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. For one more breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers. Keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. All right? So with the breathing as well, I'm going to cue you, or try to cue you on your breathing. So when I say on the next exhale, or your next exhale, is when I'd like you to try and move, because we always move on the exhale, all right? So let's take a nice big breath together. And on the exhale, let's see if we can come up. Now, if you can, bring your arms up nice and high. If this is going to really bother your shoulders or any other part of your body, you can kind of, make little adjustments and even stay here if you'd like. All right, there's always room for little adjustments. Now reach up and let's start waking up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. One more breath. On the exhale, hands together. What we're going to do is we're going to lean from side to side. If your arms are down here, you can do this with your hands on your hip. We're just going to lean from side to side. So if putting your hands on your hips works better for you, absolutely. Otherwise, hands up here. Big breath. On the exhale, let's lean to the right. Keep your back straight. You don't have to go far. And this is our seated half moon salute. So let's do a nice lengthening the left side of the body, working some abdominal muscles, working some muscles in your back. A nice lateral flexion of the spine as well. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Use those core muscles to help you move. Let's go to the left. Big breath. Exhale. Just try to relax the shoulders. Just breathe. If you find that you'd like to keep your eyes closed, fine. If you want to keep them open, find yourself a little drishti, a focal point, something to stare at that'll help you concentrate. Exhale, come up. All right. Release the hands. Inhale into a back bend. You can do the same thing with your hands on your hips. Just reach up. Bring the chest out a bit. Just a slight back bend. A little bit of flexion of the spine. On the exhale, bring the arms down. Right onto the lap. Let's prepare for forward fold. Take a breath. Exhale, I want you to slide your hands down the outside of your calves and just bow your head. You don't have to go far with this one. It is just a nice lengthening of the spine. Now releasing the shoulders, the upper back, the muscles up and down your spine. A gentle forward fold. One more breath. Slowly exhale yourself up to straight spine, hands on the lap. All right, roll the shoulders out a little. Roll them out forward and backward. Keep the breath going. Follow the rhythm of the breath. Let your breath guide you. It's slow, controlled. So moving your body very gently, slowly, and carefully. So there's no rush. It's not a race. All right, let's do a gentle neck stretch. So sitting nice and tall, take a breath. Exhale, I just want you to tilt your head slightly to the left. Keep your shoulders relaxed, and you can feel a gentle stretch onto the right side of the neck. Now, if this bothers your neck, don't go too far. I just want you to remember you don't have to force your body. Don't be aggressive in your stretches. You're very gentle. Just let it happen. And on the exhale, come up. Let's go to the other side. Big breath. Exhale. And even if you barely move, if you're really tight, really stiff, not very flexible, it doesn't matter. Just do what you can. You'll find a place that feels just right for you. Even if you barely move, doesn't matter. Keep the breath going. Relax. On the exhale, come up. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's try rolling those shoulders out a little more. And you're going to find that as you get on in the class, everything is going to start to loosen up, and also increasing circulation in the upper body. So roll them out gently, forward and backward. And this is a nice, easy, quick way to get rid of the tension as well that we hold into our upper bodies and our shoulders and our neck. Okay, let's try a nice shoulder shrug. So sitting nice and tall, hands on your lap, take your breath. Exhale, bring the shoulders up. Now I want you to hug your ears with your shoulders as tight as you can. Breathe. This is another nice way to release, or easy way to release the tension that we hold in our shoulders, our upper back, and our neck. You can do this anytime during the day. Let's take one more breath if you're still with me. And exhale down all the way. And you can just feel the relaxation starting to settle in. All right, now let's try and roll those shoulders out a little more. Maybe they're getting a little looser now. Just see what you can do. Get as much movement that is comfortable for you. Always remember, take it easy. All right, perfect. Okay, let's stretch those shoulders out now. So I want you to reach out with the right arm, bend it slightly at the elbow, left hand on the right elbow. Now I'm going to show you quickly, and then you can decide what feels good for you. What we're going to do is we're just going to gently pull on the elbow and pulling the right arm to the left. Now, if you find that it's better up here, here, or down here, you'll know what feels good for you, all right? So take it easy if you have issues with your shoulders, all right? This is going to stretch and release the upper back as well. Sitting nice and tall, take your breath, and on the exhale. If you want, you can give yourself a little hug. You can hold on to your left shoulder with your right hand if you'd like. Give it a nice stretch. Breathe. One more breath. On the next exhale, release. Gentle. All right, let's go to the other side. So reach out with the left arm, right hand on the left elbow. Adjust your arm to where it feels good for you. And on the exhale, give it a little gentle. And if you need a deeper stretch, you can go a little further if you'd like, depending on how you feel. But ease yourself into the stretch, of course. And then if you find maybe some stretches you'd like to go a little deeper, you can do it on your exhale. One more breath. Exhale back. All right, hands on the lap. Roll them out. Roll them out. All right. So we're going to do another one now that we're nice and warmed up with the shoulders. So I'd like you to bring your hands on your elbows. Okay, let me give you a quick demo and then we'll do it together. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We're going to come up here. Now, if you can I'm going to start with left elbow up. So right shoulder and right elbow nice and lined up. If you can, left elbow nice and high. If this is a little bit too much, then you can go a little further down if you want. All right, we're going to go up to the left, 3 breaths, come down, go to the right for 3 breaths. If you find you get tired, you can make little adjustments or come out of it if you need to. All right, there's no worries there. Ready to go to the left, big breath. Exhale. A nice stretch for the shoulders again, the upper back. You can feel it all the way down your back as well. And every move we make, there's room for adjustment. So you find the place that feels good for you. One more breath. Exhale down. All right, if you're ready, let's go to the other side. Big breath. Exhale. Working some shoulders, of course, and working some upper arms as well. Biceps, triceps, abdominal muscles, moving the arms around. And on the exhale, come down slowly. All right, release the arms. Roll it out. All right, let's take a little rest before we go any further. So I want you just to sit nice and tall in your chair, let your arms hang. So this is our mountain or Tatasana. This is a resting neutral place. So anytime during the class, if there's something that you really don't want to do or doesn't feel good for you or you want to skip it altogether, you can come here, you can hang out here as long as you'd like. So sitting tall, of course, being aware of your posture, shoulders are relaxed. Let gravity just pull those arms down. And let's stay here for 3 breaths into our mountain. This is an opportunity for you to really connect with the breath. Feel that breath. Really feel your chest rise as you inhale. Suspend your breath for a few seconds. And then exhale. Let your chest sink or lower as you exhale. Really feel that breath. This is the breath that I want you to have to be aware of. The whole class is this beautiful, smooth breath. So if you're new to this, take it easy. It takes a while to connect with the breath to be able to sequence your body, your movements with the breathing. So, all right, good. And let's move on. So let's work on our spine now. So we're going to work, let's bring our hands onto our lap, a nice gentle twist pose. I'm just going to turn my chair a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. Now again, I'm sitting nice and tall. Ankle and knees are lined up. My legs are completely relaxed. I'd like you to put the left hand on the right knee and the right hand I'm going to hold on to the little, just to the side of the chair here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to gently look over the right shoulder. So this is working on flexibility, on releasing and keeping the spine nice and healthy. So if you have issues with your back or your spine, don't torque your back. Even if you just go a little bit, see how it feels. And if you want to go deeper, you can. If you need to come out of it, you can do that as well. So let's see what we can do together. Ready? Big breath to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed. That back is nice and straight. Now, if you want to go a little deeper, you can push on the right knee to the left a little bit, and you'll go a little further back. Breathe. Even in the twist pose, the breath is exactly the same. You should be able to take a full breath. They're really working on releasing the spine, keeping it nice and flexible and balanced and agile and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your back, or your spine, I should say. On the next exhale, let's come to center. And counter pose, right hand on left knee, left hand. I'm going to straighten my chair a little bit here, onto the back of the chair. Take your breath, exhale. Maybe one side of your body, you're able to go a little deeper. And one side of your body is always a little tighter and, not as strong and not as balanced. But we do both sides to keep things balanced. One more breath. Exhale, center. All right, perfect. Okay, roll the shoulders out. Whenever you want, roll them out anytime. And you're going to find that your shoulders are going to get looser and looser as we get on in our class. All right, let's work on that spine a little bit more. So we're going to work on our cat and our cow. So this is working on flexibility, lengthening the spine. So I'm going to move my chair a little bit more. So what I want you to do is I want you to scooch up in your chair just a little bit. All right, so just a little bit more of your thigh kind of off the chair. Ankle and knees are lined up again. Here again, we're going to hold on to the side of the chair. Let me show you quickly and we'll do it together. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to inhale up and I'm going to try to bring the chest out, look up to the ceiling. So just get a little bit of a C-scoop spine, and then we're going to arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine, and just round the shoulders. All right, so we're going to do that 3 times. This is our cat and our cow. Like I said, lengthening the spine, flexibility of the spine, releasing upper back. This is a really wonderful stretch for your lower back. All right, ready together. Hold on to the side at the bottom of the chair lightly. Let's go. Inhale up. And exhale. Follow the rhythm of the breath, inhaling all the way up. When you come up into your cow, you're going to stretch into your chest, you're going to stretch into your belly, into your abdominals. And then let's lengthen that spine, really, really stretching up the upper back and the lower back. Breath in motion, meditation in motion, cat and cow up. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale. And slowly, gently bring yourself up so you don't get dizzy. Come up very slowly. All right, perfect. And that is our cat and our cow. All right, roll the shoulders out if you feel you need to. You don't have to, but you can if you'd like, okay? So now we're gonna work our way down. Let's work some arms, some lower forearms, wrists, hands. All right, so sitting comfortably in your chair again, make sure your ankle and knees are nice and lined up so you can completely relax your legs. We're gonna work our way down to the lower part of our body shortly, all right? We're still working on the upper body. So what I want you to do is I want you just to reach out with your arms, all right? Bring them down a little lower so we don't focus on the shoulders anymore. We're gonna focus on the forearm, all right? Fingers are open, all right? Take your breath. On the exhale, I want you just to bring your hands down, slightly turn them to the baby finger. Just breathe. So releasing, decompressing. Extensor muscles along the top of the forearm, along the side of the forearm, into the wrist. On the exhale, straighten hand, bring them up. Now, right fingers on the tip of the left fingers. On the exhale, gently pull it back. Really releasing, decompressing, lengthening, stretching the flexor muscles along the bottom of the forearm, into the wrist, into the hand. Let's go to the other side. Take your breath. On the exhale. Left fingers on the tip of the right fingers. And very gentle, like I said, don't force your body. You don't have to be aggressive. Just enough to feel the stretch. And on the exhale, release. All right. Now, I want you to let your hands, just let your wrists, straighten your arms a little bit. We're just going to do some little wrist circles, all right? So let's just follow the breath. Inhale around. Let's do 2 one direction and 2 the other. Just try to relax your hands. Just roll the wrists. Releasing those tight wrists. Articulating the wrists. All right, perfect. Let's bring the hands up now. Relax the shoulders. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, being aware of your posture. Let's work the fingers now. All we're going to do today is we're just going to pull back on each finger just to get a really nice deep stretch into the finger muscles, releasing the joints and into the palm of the hand. So let's start with the left one. Just you don't have to crack your knuckles, but just give it a nice stretch. So follow the breath. And when you exhale is when you pull back. Really releasing the tight fingers. This is so good. Very important that we Pay attention to the hands and the fingers and the wrists, especially if you have arthritis, you know, or stiff or tight fingers, or if you work with your hands a lot. Paying attention to the fingers. Increasing the circulation. So always try what I'm showing you. You know, if it doesn't work, you can kind of, you know, change it a little bit if you need to. Slow it down, skip it if you want. You know, find something that works for you and your body. Once you get to your little finger, the other hand, we're going to bring the hands up, and I want you to stretch them out. Lengthen those fingers, stretch them out. And then I want you just to let your hands go limp. And I want you to shake them out. Shake those hands up. Just shake it out. Perfect. All right. Hands on the lap. Now let's roll the shoulders a little more. Maybe you get a little more movement now, forward and backward. Just roll them out. All right. We're getting there. So let's work our way down. Let's start with our feet and our ankles. So comfortably again, your chair, being aware of your posture. Now, bring the feet out. I'd like you to bring them, let me move my chair back so you can see me a little bit better here. All right, so get the feet off the floor just slightly, all right? So we're going to do the same thing with the ankles. What we're going to do is called plantar flexion. You're going to push the foot forward and bring it back. That's it, all right? So just keep your feet slightly off the floor. You don't have to have them way up here. Ready? Hands on the lap. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. So this is the action of pushing the foot forward and back called plantar flexion. Really working on releasing the ankle, the foot, the toes, but also engaging lower leg muscles. You can feel your calves, you can feel your shins. All right. And then relax. Let's do some ankle circles. Inhale around. Just try to focus. Let's do 2 in and 2 out on the ankle. Try not to move your legs if you can help it. If they move a little bit, it's no big deal. But just try to focus on really articulating those lovely ankles. All right, perfect. Let your feet land on the floor. Just let them land. Let your knees fall open if you need to. Let's just stay here for 2 breaths. Go back to mountain. Relax the legs, relax those ankles. 1 more breath. All right, let's bring the feet off the floor. And all I want you to do now is just wiggle your toes. Wiggle the toes, and let's wiggle the fingers. Play piano. Let's really articulate the fingers. Move them around. Move those toes around. Stretch it all out. Perfect. All right. And relax. Back the feet up so they're underneath your knees. All right. So we're going to do one called a knee to chest pull. Now this one here will work some bigger muscles, the quads, the hamstrings, the buttock, but also the hip, but also this is really a good stretch for your lower back and also this aids digestion. So let me show you this one here. I need you just to sit up in your chair a little bit so a lot of your thigh is off. Let me show you quickly. I'm going to clasp my fingers underneath, and all I'm going to do is I'm pulling up. That's it. Now just go as high as comfortable, but I want you to keep your back straight. I don't want you pulling up with when you're all hunched over. Keep your back straight. Use the power of the legs and your arms, all right? We're going to come up. We're going to stay for 3 breaths. Bring it down. Go to the other side. So hold on. Just grab the bottom. You can lace your fingers together if you'd like. All right? Ready? Big breath. Exhale. Pull it up. As high as you can that's comfortable. Relax. Keep your back straight. Breathe. You can feel your quads engaging. You can feel maybe a little hip as well. 1 more breath. Exhale down. Little fire right into the quads, right into the hip flexors too. Let's see if we can do this side here. Ready? Left leg. Big breath. Exhale up. Pull it up. Focus on the breath. The breath is slow, it's smooth and controlled. Exhale down. Perfect. All right, let's do 1 more. Now I want you to scooch up a little bit more if you can. I want you to open up your legs nice and wide. Now, make sure that your sit bones are comfortable. Wiggle around a bit. Make sure that you're nice and set and anchored into your chair. Ankle and knees are lined up. Feet are a little bit into a V, or you can straighten them if you want. Press down the feet, press forward, just to make sure you're nice and anchored to the floor and you're not going to slip and slide. Let's do a nice goddess side stretch. All right? So I'd like you just to rest your left forearm onto the left thigh. I'm going to show you quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up, I'm going to inhale up, and I'm going to exhale over. Now, if you can't go very far, stay here. If you prefer to do it with your hand on your hip, do it that way. All right, let's lengthen the right side of the body. Reach out, sitting tall. Inhale, right arm up. If you can, on the exhale, reach as far as comfortable. Stay here if you want. Bring your hand here, whatever feels good. Keep everything nice and straight, being aware of your alignment. Arm is lined up to the side of the body as best as you can. And let's get a lengthening of the right side. You can feel a nice deep stretch. Let's take one more breath. On the exhale, I want you just to reach out with the right arm. Keep it shoulder height. Reach out. Keep your back straight. Relax the shoulder. Get a nice stretch into the upper back. One more breath. Exhale down. Come up slowly. Counter pose. Right forearm onto the right thigh. Back is straight. Try this one. If you want to do it with your hand on your hip, do it that way as well. Let's go. Inhale up and over. This could be called a guided or a goddess side stretch, or even a bit of a side angle as well. One more breath. Exhale. Reach. Breathe. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. The breath is flowing. You're feeling calm. Feeling so relaxed right now. On the exhale, bring the arm down. Bring yourself up. Perfect. Let's do our child's pose. Let's take a little rest. Now, two ways. Child's pose, I'll show you the full one and the modified one. The full child's pose, staying in the same position, is coming down and just hanging out, letting gravity pull you down. If you find that's going to make you dizzy, if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, anything like that, you might not want to do that. That's something you can decide on your own. If not, just put your hands, forearms on your thighs, and just kind of bow your head, close your eyes, and just hang out here if you'd like. All right, so you can choose whatever one. Child's pose, preparing for that. Big breath. Exhale. Now the child's pose is a resting pose, neutral, and a full body stretch. If you're in the full child's pose, you're lengthening that spine, really releasing the shoulders, your back, your upper back, your whole body. Just rest, breathe. And now's the time to thank yourself for being here today, for taking a little time out of your busy day and your busy life just to sit in your chair and just to stretch. These stretches can be done anywhere, any kind of chair, anytime by anyone. It's just releasing the tension, loosening things up, decompressing those tight muscles, and just maybe helping you relax for whatever reason you need to stretch. And it's just for a stretch. You don't even have to have a reason. Perfect. On the exhale, come up slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Come up very slowly. Now let's get those legs together again. All right, now you can sit back in your chair. Now let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time, however you choose to bring this into your practice today. Now I want you to sit back, finally sit back in your chair, and I want you to find a position in your chair where you can just melt into your chair. So if you want to kind of rearrange your legs, let your knees fall open, let your arms hang down, you can bow your head any way you want to sit in your chair at this point. And just rest, close your eyes, keep that breath going. This is also an opportunity for you to go inside and press that reset button. Just reset everything. The breath is there to help you do that. With no cares, no worries, no thoughts, just breathe. Finding that place of sanctuary in your chair just for a little while. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes to bring life back to your body. Bring yourself now to a straight seated position of being aware of your posture. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously. Activate the hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice big breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, all done. All right, thank you so much for joining me. That was wonderful. I really needed that too. And it's amazing how powerful a few stretches sitting in your chair can do. All right, so thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. And stay tuned, I'm going to be working on a little Pilates class, a half hour on the mat, and also a full hour, half a yoga shortly. All right, so have a wonderful day. Get outside, enjoy the sunshine. Go play outside, get some exercise, move around. All right, we'll see you soon.